mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler, leprechaun me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Dating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average.
Renegade, renegade, renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't.
See, nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Richmond.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come back. Tiger.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Richmond.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be called about the foul. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Reset.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Watson. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Watson going to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Richmond.
On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Watson off play action. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and... From the red zone now, Watson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, this is Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Watson now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of these.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. On now is the Titans punter. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Down. Flat 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Black 22. Hey, check. 3 down. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Slams. My 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Richmond.
A final shot before the break. Watson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. On the run, this is Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Now he'll escape to his right. Shedding through the defense. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Stay in there. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Watson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Watson looks to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Jackson. He finds some open field here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 wees combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Come back, come back!
Back now in Nashville. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80! Come back, come back! 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Watson. This is caught. Gronkowski. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They come out here in the eye, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. 4 down. Ready? Blue lady. Let's go. Let's convert. Green, triple C. Blaze up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Jackson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6 guys. My 50.
They run again with Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they'll run it here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with a forward Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
If the squad ain't